Welcome back to the Deep Dive. So today we're stripping down, one of the most well-known narratives in history.
The account of Jesus walking on water in Matthew 14.
Exactly. And we're working with a fascinating set of sources that treat this not just as a religious story.
No, it's more like a case study. A case study in authority and, human psychology.
That's the mission, right? To unpack those two angles, you have this huge theological claim about the universe, and then this very personal psychological insight about fear.
We've got a theological paper on sovereign authority and a devotional analysis called Walking on Waves. They come at it from different directions, but they meet in the middle.
Okay, so let's set the scene from the text. It's the fourth watch of the night.
So we're talking late, between 3:00 a.m. and 6:00 a.m. It's dark, it's stormy.
And the disciples are just exhausted. They're in this boat, getting battered by waves because the wind is against them.
A completely hostile environment. And then you get the anomaly, Jesus just walking on the water towards them.
And their first reaction is not relief, it's terror.
They think he's a ghost, a phantom.
Which, it grounds the story in reality. People don't expect other people to walk on water.
Right. But that sovereign authority source brings up a really compelling point here about the so-called will of nature.
Oh, this is a crucial distinction.
It is. We generally accept that wind and water are inanimate. They're governed by physics, not a conscious will.
But the source argues that in this moment, the elements, they obey.
Precisely. It even references Genesis and the Psalms to build this argument of jurisdiction. The idea is that nature is recognizing its own architect.
So it's not magic. It's that the creator is asserting a higher law over the normal laws of fluid dynamics.
Exactly. It reframes it as a reestablishment of hierarchy, and that theological framework is the perfect stage for the human variable.
The Peter experiment.
The Peter experiment, yeah.
This is the part that always gets the most attention. Peter, boldly asks to come out on the water.
And for a moment, he's actually doing it. He is defying gravity.
Until that one critical shift. The walking on waves source really dissects this failure.
It does. The text says he saw the wind.
Such a strange phrase. You see the effects of the wind.
And that's the point the source makes. The wind had been blowing the whole time. The waves were already crashing. The environmental data didn't change.
Only his focus changed.
Yes, It became a competition for his attention. As long as his focus was locked on the command, come, he stayed buoyant.
The moment he processed the threat, the wind, he sank.
It's such a stark psychological insight. The source puts it this way: faith isn't the absence of storms. It's fixing our eyes on the living Son of God in the middle of them.
So resilience is largely a function of where you direct your gaze.
It seems so. Yeah. And the rescue just reinforces it. Jesus catches him, asks, "Why did you doubt?"
And the second they get back into the boat, the wind just stops. The environment submits again.
Which leads to the climax in verse 33. The disciples finally get it. They worship him.
Truly, you are the Son of God. The sovereign authority paper argues that the storm was almost necessary to force that confession.
It moved them from thinking he was a ghost to recognizing his divinity.
And there's that little coda to the story when they landed Gennesaret and suddenly people are begging just to touch the fringe of his garment for healing.
It connects the dots, doesn't it? The power that overrides physics also overrides biological brokenness. It's a holistic authority.
So let's try to apply this. The walking on waves source translates that wind into a modern context.
Right, because we aren't walking on lakes, but we are dealing with our own high-velocity distractions. Stress, money, relationships, anxiety.
And the source asks a pretty tough question. Do we wait for conditions to be perfect before we move?
Peter didn't. He stepped out while the danger was still very active. The command, come, was issued during the storm, not after it.
That's the key takeaway, I think. We often wait for the fear to go away, but this suggests the action has to happen alongside the fear.
It all comes back to focus. If you analyze the wind speed, the risks, the obstacles, you sink. If you focus on the objective, you stay above water.
It's a model for resilience that depends entirely on input management. So to recap, we've got a text presenting a creator with absolute jurisdiction over physics.
And at the same time, a case study on human failure that comes from nothing more than broken focus.
It's a reminder that buoyancy isn't just about what you're standing on, it's about what you're looking at.
Well said.
So we'll leave you with a final thought from that. If sinking begins the precise moment you focus on the wind rather than the destination, what specific wind is currently stealing your focus? And what would happen if you simply looked away from it? Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive.